If you know, you know, yeah. Started from the bottom where the lights stay low. Dreams in my pocket, but the world said no. Cold nights running heart full of stone. Built my own lane, now the path is my throne. People talk loud, but they don't really see every scar on my soul, but the man I be. Pressure makes diamonds, yeah, that's how it goes. Real ones understand if you know, you know. Late nights, no sleep, chasing that glow. Pain in the past, but the fire still grows. Truth in the struggle, strength in the soul. You don't need words if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Through the fire and the rain we go. If you know, you know. From the shadows to the stage we go. Raise your hands, let the whole world know. Some things only the real ones know. If you know, you know. Yeah. Walking through storms where the thunder rolls. Life tried to break me, but I kept control. Every closed door turned into a road. Every dark night made the fires blow. Loyalty deep like a code we chose. Fake ones fade when the truth unfolds. We keep it real, that's the life we show. No explanation if you know, you know. From the pain came power, from the doubt came pride. Every battle fought, every tear we cry. We rise like thunder, hear the crowd explode. This is more than music, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. For the struggle, the legends grow. If you know, you know. Turn the pain into rocket flow. Raise your voice, let the whole world know. Some things only the real ones know. If you know, you know. Yeah.
Play a
The sunrise calls a brand new day. The road ahead is ours to claim. With my Pokemon by my side, nothing can stand in our way. Across the forest, over the seas, new battles waiting for me. Every Pokemon has a spark, a hidden power deep in their hearts. Through the storm, through the flame, every challenge builds our name. With every step we grow stronger, our bond will last forever longer. Pokemon, together we will rise, shining brighter than the sky. Side by side we face it all. When we stumble, we stand tall. Pokemon, our journey has begun. Like the stars, we will run through the night and through the day. With our Pokemon, we'll find a way. Rivals appear, the battle begins. Strategy, courage, and will to win. Every Pokemon learns and grows, stronger with the path we chose. When the road gets dark and cold, our hearts burn bright and bold. Every dream we chase tonight will guide us to the light. Pokemon. Pokemon, hear the call of fate. The adventure cannot wait. Friends and partners, side by side, together we will turn the tide. Our spirits flying
showtime! I eat, sleep, stream. The Rangers send your screams. I eat, sleep, stream. Look into my stream, the future, love, love, love. Look into my stream, stay up all night, night, night. Look into my stream, the future's love, love, love. I speak all of the monsters I see. I still feel the darkness on my screen. If you blink, you'll miss the jump and the creep from Angel Grove to horror dreams for all my squad. This is Big Rudy's energy. The show inside your dreams. I'll hype you with the screams. You're locked in deep. I am the late night fever stream. I put your fears to sleep. I'll keep you in your seat. Brutality. Look into my stream, the future's love, love, love. Look into my stream, stay up all night, night, night. Look into my stream, the future's love, love, love. Look into my stream, stay up all night, night, night. I eat, sleep, stream. The Rangers send your screams. I eat, sleep, stream. Look into my stream, the future's love, love, love. Look into my stream, stay up all night, night, night. Look into my stream, the future's love, love, love. I eat, sleep, stream. The Rangers and your screams. I eat, sleep, stream. Look into my stream, the future's love, love, love. Look into my stream, stay up all night, night, night. Look into my stream, the future's love, love, love.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Rudy. Welcome to the Big Rudy Show. So today we're gonna have some Funko Pop news, updated, some wrestling content during WrestleMania weekend, and some horror news that coming soon. And also we're talking about Scream 6. No, not Scream 6. 4, my bad. Too many Scream movies. Anyways. Best contact ever in the internet. Better than the Shadow Kingdom. Like, comment, share. You know. Hit the notification bell, I'll go live. Anyways, let's continue. So let's go to the Funko Pop news. Cause Shamaku like the Funko Pop news, so So I followed this YouTuber, get a rampage. The best YouTuber content. Talk about Funko Pop news. Following this guy. Let's talk about what's going up in value in the Funko Pop news. And it's for use only. Oh, wrong one.
Trending Funko Pop news. We're going to be going over a couple different Funko Pops that are going up in value. And of course, if you guys want to participate in these videos, leave a comment down below of a Funko Pop you've noticed going up. Now guys, before we go and get started, I do want to ask the question of the day, which is, do you have a Funko Pop or character in your collection that is wearing gloves? And I'm going to go with the launch here from Dragon Ball. Okay, so we do have some pretty fun choices today. First up, from the boys, we do have
Our Funko Pop wearing glove, Art the Clown. But I'm not gonna open the box.
two selections. So we do actually have A-Train here, the original Pop. He also does have another variation that's cheaper, just so you know. But the original one here, estimated value around $43. But it's actually had a little bit of a...
The A-Train, from The Boys. Great TV show, like everybody talking about. No, I do not have the boy A-Train in my collection. I wish I have, but that Funko Pop is going up in value because of the TV show and the season is over.
Bump recently, around $60 sales, $40 sale, and a $70 sale there. And then current listings are ranging from as low as $35 over in Australia up to $65. So it hasn't had an insane bump. I want to say maybe $15, $20, but I think it has potential to go up even more. We haven't seen a restock in a while. Not saying it might not happen. I mean, Tang from Solo Leveling just restocked on the Funko shop randomly, so it could always happen with A-Train, very popular character in the boys. Now, the main reason why this is being bought up more right now and raising up a little bit is due to the new season right now. So if you're not caught up or if you haven't seen the latest episodes, I highly recommend you do and probably avoid the comments on this video. Now, another character we have from the boys includes Soldier Boy, another pretty popular character. This is the glow-in-the-dark Funko Shop variation.
So another one for the Funko Pop, the boys. Soldier Boy, crank that Soldier Boy. Oh, the song. But it's glow in the dark. Another popular one.
Estimated value around $25, hasn't been updated in a while. Recent sales have ranged from $40 up to $50 plus. And then current listings of what I could find 3 Funko Shop stickers over on eBay that were around $54, $80, and $99. And then 1 special edition sticker around $54. This one's getting pretty hard to find, so it's raising up the value. Of course, again, Soldier Boy is a very popular character. Also hasn't...
See? Some Funko Pop is hard to find. That's why you need to get it before when people go crazy on it and look for it.
Restocked in a while. I'm not sure if they're going to restock this one. We will see. But I can't remember the person who commented. They commented on one of my videos. I don't remember what the video was about, but they said, I really want another Soldier Boy Funko Pop because the current one is super expensive. I was like, what do you mean? I didn't think it was...
No, we're not talking about the rapper Soldier Boy. Crank that Soldier Boy. You
was so expensive. So I looked it up and was like, oh yeah, this one is going up. So that's how it ended up in this video. So thank you to that person. If you're watching, you know who you are. Now, something else to consider is the new Vault Rising prequel show, which does actually feature Soldier Boy in it. And that's going to be coming out a little bit later. I think they just wrapped up filming on it too, the first season. So that's also likely increasing the value on this one. Plus, The Boys is also coming to an end with this final season, so I think a lot more of the pops are definitely going to start rising up again. So stay tuned, maybe I'll feature some more in the next trending video. Now, next up for Invincible fans, another pretty popular show right now, we do actually have the Invincible Chase from Funko Fusion.
Invincible. Great animated show. You can catch that in Amazon Prime.
This is the bloody kind of battle damage one. Estimated value is currently sitting around $75. It jumped up from that $60 range there just in April here. So recent sales have actually ranged one on a bid at $40. Then we had a $64 one, $55 and $55. And then current listings were kind of ranging. I saw some as low as $55, and then I saw some higher ones too. So I would say this is more around a $50 to $60 chase currently, in my opinion, just because there's a lot more listings around that. But it's definitely been a lot more popular, especially with the new season. Now, do keep in mind, though, we also just got a new Invincible wave with another blue suit mark. So you do have that option, the Conquest Battle Damaged one, as an alternative if you can't afford this chase. Now, also from the Invincible line, we had the Mark and Omni-Man moment here where they're all crazy bloody. Estimated value around $105. Recent sales, $160, $95, $110, and another $95. And current listings, I could not find very many between eBay and Mercari. We had a $220 one listed, $102 on a bid.
Damn, man, I shouldn't buy that a while back. Like 3 years ago. I think it was like $30. Then I miss out.
With the special edition sticker. Then we also had a $139 one and then $140 one over on Mercari. So I do gotta assume this latest season is really boosting this one up. I mean, it's been expensive for a while, mind you, because of the last season, of course, so it's just continuing to go up. No idea if they will restock this one, but I guess this technically makes this the most expensive one in the set currently. Now, I do hope they continue to make more Invincible pops a little bit more regularly. It's kind of crazy how slow they've been with this lineup because there's so many other characters that are missing. We should be getting Thrag in the next few months. We're still waiting on Anissa, more Viltrumites. I mean, we need Cecil, as well as some more of the heroes from Earth. There's really a lot they can do with Invincible, and they're just super slow in this line. We just got Versus game pops, and we got a character that not a lot of people care about, Elemental, another Mark, which is cool. But yeah, I just really think they're missing the opportunity of really expanding this line with a lot of characters people want. I don't know, though. Let me know what's an Invincible character that you would love to see Funko make next. Next up for my DC fans, we do have Red Wing Robin here. Estimated value at $17. Hasn't been updated in a while. Recent sales range from $30 up to $60.
I do not have that Robin. What Robin is it? It's the Tim Robin. Tim. Because he's the only one who have the pole stick compared to other Robin.
There. And then current listings of what I could find, we had a $30, $40, $27, and $42. So I would say
this was a Hot Topic exclusive.
This one's definitely around the kind of $30, $40 range. I would say it basically kind of doubled in value. Now, as to if there's a specific reason to that, I wouldn't say really, to be honest. I think it's just going up because it's an older pop. Now, also from the DC line, we do have Superman here in the telephone booth, the deluxe. Recent sales, we had one low one at $25, and then we had a $48, $42, and then a $58 sale, which was the most recent. And then current listings do actually range from $52 up to $60 there. Now, original retail on this one was about $30 to $35. I think it was $30 over the Funko shop and $35 at Target. I'm thinking back, I don't know, I have a receipt somewhere around here. Yeah, guys, I knew I saw this recently because I did my taxes not too long ago. I did actually pay $35 at Target, but I remember it being like slightly cheaper on a Funko shop, around $30. But my overall point being is there's a couple higher sales, lower sales, and then current listings are, again, roughly around the $50 to $60 range. If it was $35 retail at Target, $30 on the Funko shop, it's risen about $15 to like the $25 range. However, consider this. If they don't end up restocking this and this is just kind of a one and done and we don't see it again, I could definitely see it getting more expensive in the future. It is a really awesome pop. Like seriously, check this out, guys. I did an unboxing video like of it last year sometime, but it's definitely one of my favorite Superman pops. This thing is so cool. So I'll definitely keep an eye on this one and maybe it'll be in another trending video in the future. Now, the last selection we have today, guys, is the Great White Shark cover from Jaws. I believe this was originally an Amazon exclusive. Estimated value around $55 there. You can see.
Man, I don't have the Jaws either. But I never see a Jaws movie before in my life. I don't know, but I'm not into like a shark movies type of person, or that why not interested in buying it for me. But yeah, so people sign up for $55. I know in the store they are like selling it like $30 a while back.
The recent sales are around that range, around $50 to $60, and then current listings are a little bit all over the place because I saw a lot of like $55 to $60 ones, and then I saw some higher ones around $80 to $100. So at minimum, this is about a $50 to $60 piece currently. I can only assume the reason this is going up is maybe there's just not a lot of stock out there, and as it got more scarce, it started to go up in value. So we'll kind of see where it lands in the next few months. However, let me know if you guys own this one, and what do you guys think about the value? Think it'll go up or down? Of course, that's also dependent on if it restocks. Well, guys, that wraps up yet another trending Funko Pop news video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to let me know in the comments below, do you guys own any of the pops in today's video? I literally only own the Superman one. I don't collect the boys. I don't collect Invincible. I've been really considering collecting Invincible, though, after this latest season. It's been crazy. Like, I might get Thrag because that man was insane. And then the boys, like, I like the boys, but I don't need any of the Funko Pops. But yeah, I think it's a cool little unique selection of pops we had today for sure. So let me know if you own it. Anyways, though, make sure to hit the like button down below if you did enjoy, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I'm getting off the video here by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and.
All right, guys. So, do you have any of those in your collection of Funko Pop going up in value? I only have one Invincible Funko Pop, Almond, and the bloody one. I got it a while back, like 3 years ago, at GameStop. So it's a GameStop exclusive, so I have that in my personal collection. So yeah, so like, comment, share. See you on the next video. Peace. All right. And we will go back to the next Skittle Rampage news, Funko Pop. So if you know who's this wrestler, it's former WWE superstar Karrion Kross. Before he was in the indie wrestling scene as Killer Kross. Great guy, met him on the con, and also I met his wife, Scarlett. Killer Kross and Scarlett, they're into like the horror scene more. Nice people to talk to. And this video will talk about his appointment he's facing against WrestleMania week. But you know, we always don't talk about WrestleMania week, WWE more, but other company like Ring of Honor, TNA, and other wrestling company But this fair use, that's what Cross, what you have to say for his opponent who's going to face him. And for use.
April 17th, Las Vegas, WrestleMania week. Future Stars of Wrestling presents Mecca. They asked me, who do you want your opponent to be? Pick somebody. I said, brother, it doesn't work that way for me. I asked the fans, who's the number one person? Number one person you think could push me to the brink of death?
So everybody asked him to pick an appointment to face him during WrestleMania week. So it's otherwise called WrestleMania week. So any wrestling promoted company, oh, it's WrestleMania week. So we're not talking about WWE, let you guys know. Talking about his company, not his company, but other company also. You know, if you know, I'm saying.
Everybody said one man, the son of the Samoan bulldozer, Umaga.
If you know who's the son of a former WWE Humaga, part of the bloodline, the Samoans, basically the Rock cousins, Roman Reigns cousins, all like the cousins. So Humaga used to be in WWE, but lately he passed away a couple years ago.
His name is Zilla Fatu.
So, Umaga's son, wrestle. His name is Zella Fatu.
Zilla Fatu. You know, Zilla, a lot of people to sell a fight, they'll talk trash, hit you with the same old stuff. Nepo baby, this, that, the other thing. I'm going to tell you something. I know your family. My relation to each person.
I'll go back.
I know your family.
So, Karen Cross knows his family, the cousins, the Uso, Jay and Jimmy.
My relation to each person in your family, very complicated due to the nature of how competitive this business is. Jay Uso, heat. Big Jim, Jimmy Uso. Ask him to tell you about the time we were in Wisconsin. Solo Sokoa. I know.
So Solo Sokoa, Jay and Jimmy, other brother. Remember, Rikichi has like 6 kids. I met the 5th one already.
Masefa back in Las Vegas. I know that bastard of a liar, you know, your step cousin, Sami Zayn, can't be trusted.
Sami Zayn. Feeling Lil Uzi.
Matter of fact, I know Sami Zayn better than he knows himself, but hey, I digress. Roman Reigns, we dropped an hourglass on him. Never cashed that one in. Strange times. I remember a conversation he had with me once. It was actually in Saudi. He said to me, "It's a good thing he had with me. We dropped an hourglass on him."
You know, Roman Reigns back in the days. the head of the table, the original Tribal Chief. Now he's WWE champion.
Never cashed that one in. Strange times. I remember a conversation he had with me once. It was actually in Saudi. He said to me, "It's a good thing to be a good man. But that doesn't mean you always got to be a nice guy." Wise words. Speaking of wise words. Oh, you know where we're going.
Ooh, who's gonna talk about next? The wise man. Paul Heyman. What he had to say about him.
Advocate, the oracle, the wise man.
My name is Paul Heyman.
I know Paul Heyman very well. I think you being related to who you're related to makes things a lot more challenging. And for that, I respect you. Maybe most importantly, out of everybody, I gotta drop Jacob's name because
So, Jacob 5'2", Samoan Werewolf. The Halafala, East Samoan Habit.
I got this. Something that Jacob held for a very long
So it's MLW or Z, I don't know.
time. He was a great
Not a
champion.
wrestling company.
This is on the line on the 17th.
Skyscraper cuts down. Hammer and Riddle. Hammer and Riddle. Cross the
So Matt Riddle is also in this company too.
water. Cross with the distance. He's the champion. He's the champion.
Fight 39 other guys. Got my head punched in. Brought to the brink of death of a crucible
Yeah, I watched this too. It was a great battle royal match.
situation. MLW Battle Riot to get this. The RPW World Heavyweight Championship. I had to take this belt off a native Romanian who had to flee his home country because of times of war. Had to squeeze all the oxygen out of his skull. Wasn't proud of it, but had to be done. The ACW Heavyweight Championship. This also will be on the line. I had to go through one of the most talked about independent professional wrestlers in the business today, Richard Holiday, who was the former ACW Heavyweight Champion, and I had to get a win over the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Mike Santana, all on the same night.
So Mike Santana, former TNA, or I don't know. You still wrestle? No wrestle. You still champion TNA? I don't watch TNA.
So, friendo, this is what's on the line. You push it to the brink of death. It's the only way we grow. Let the best man win. TikTok.
So it was Lexington Hotel. If you guys, I don't know, any guys watched the pay-per-views on Friday, but hopefully I can watch the highlight, and I want to know who win. For Zellified 2 versus Killer Cross. So what do you think about this other wrestling company? Who think who win? No spoilers. I need to watch it. You think Zellified 2 won or Killer Cross? I'm so confused. I still had Killer Cross on Killer Cross. But like, comment, share. See you in the next video. Peace. Thank you, Chef Monkey. Let me. I said hi. Hola, Chef Monkey. Like, like to stream, everybody. Like to stream and share. I'm sure one of my wrestling one has glove. Oh, wrong soldier boy. And Robin look cool. Think about the Funko Pop. Like the stream, guys. Oh yeah, sorry guys. No spoilers. Yeah, no spoiler. I need to watch it. All right, let's go back to Skittle Rampage. So we bring him back to Skittle Rampage. Great guy, great content creator. Talking about Funko Pop, and their new Funko Pop is coming around the corner, and for use.
Today, guys, we have first looks at new Funko Pops and lots of new pre-order drops, as well as other updates. Welcome back to another Funko News update video. Lots of fun things to go over today. Now, though, before we jump into everything, I do want to ask the question of the day, which is, what is a Funko Pop that you can't justify the price just in purchasing and you don't feel like you'll ever own it? I think for me personally, it's probably going to be the Planet Arlie Vegeta.
Yeah, the Planet Vegeta one. I didn't know they make that at all. So they only barely do one time only. But in the animated show, he only wore the suit I think one episode that have him wearing that suit and they change it to blue, like the regular color, like the original was cool. It's one of the episodes I remember because I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan. I know the history of Dragon Ball Z. Like geek zip, I'm geeking out right now. Anyways, let's go back.
I really like the color scheme of that, but I cannot justify spending like $3,000-$4,000 on a pop like that. I just can't. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in.
So $3,000 or $4,000 for that Funko Pop. Crazy.
To our news, and let's start off with what dropped today for pre-order. If you guys want to purchase anything that is available, check out the links down below to Entertainment Earth, Amazon, and the Funko Shop. First up, for my Godzilla fans, we had the new -1 Funko Pops, including Godzilla Swimming, as well as Godzilla Heat Ray. I still think that Swimming one is just...
What Godzilla Heat Ray? I picked this one better than the swimming. Cause these look cool. I feel like he's like bleh, throwing up. Or the one that's Godzilla swimming. Keep on swimming, keep on swimming.
so fun. They did a great job. Now, a couple more Godzilla Funko Pops we had included the...
So we get the Teenage Mutant Turtle crossover with Godzilla. For me, I picked Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo. For me, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of weird, but I'm not picking up at all for those Funko Pop.
The TMNT Godzilla set. This includes Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo as different monsters. Next up for Star Wars fans, we have the new Luke Skywalker Legends Pop that does glow in the dark. We also had our brand new Sakamoto Days collection, including Shishiba, Osaragi, Takamura, Hio, as well as X. You can pre-order that entire set now with the links down below. And we did actually get a new Funko Shop exclusive of Taro Sakamoto where he's in his younger look. He has a weapon. I actually really like this one. I think it's better than his original pop. Lilo and Stitch fans, we did have the new Snow Globe set, including Stitch 626, Sleeping Stitch, as well as Pineapple Stitch and...
I'm not picking any Stitch at all. No, never.
Angel. Now for my blind box fans, we did have our new Wonders Club collection featuring
Nope, for me, either.
Multiple different characters. This one is available for pre-order too. Now that does cover a majority of the newer drops for pre-orders this week. We're gonna have a ton of new stuff next week, so make sure to stay tuned on that. But let me know what you ended up picking up this week. Now this drop happened the other day, and that included a brand new iShowSpeed WWE Funko Pop here from his debut. This one will be $15.
So new WWE iShowSpeed, $14.99. Dang, they make a Funko Pop before Logan Paul. We need to get a Danhausen Funko Pop. Actual speed.
Dollars expected to ship over at the end of September, available for pre-order on the Funko Shop as well as Fanatics. And do keep in mind the pre-order does actually close over on May 1st at the Funko Shop. I'm not sure about Fanatics. It may be around the same time frame. So get your pre-order in if you want the first ever iShowSpeed Funko Pop. I think it's actually pretty cool that they ended up making one of him, but I was surprised it was part of the WWE line rather than just making like a streamer category or like a YouTube category, or like even adding this one to maybe the icons, because I would say, given, yes, he's a streamer, he's one of the most popular streamers in the world. At this point, I feel
he is a popular streamer. More popular than Hammer Brazilian? More popular than Geek Zep Podcast? Or the Toxin Guy? The Love Peanut Butter? I don't know. More famous than King Heavy Warlord? Even me? Dang. I should make my own Funko Pop and sell them.
like with his influence, he's basically an icon. I know that's controversial to say and like a little arguable because, you know, other people contributed different things in the past, but I'm just saying his status in the world and how popular he is and how much people love him. I mean, at this point, he's just an icon. Okay, moving on to a couple first looks and some new things that are coming soon. For Toy Story fans, we have first looks at seemingly the entire wave and an exclusive. This includes several different characters. Man, that like leap pad or whatever that's exactly called, the screen, is going to be a crazy looking Funko Pop. Now that I think about it, like that is just so.
The Cowboy Woody, Buzz, Jesse. Also, I have the voice actor who played Jesse sign one of my Funko Pop. The horse, Bullseye. If they make a Funko Pop Woody with no hat with the little ball spot, I would buy it.
Weird how that's going to look in person. Like that's definitely going to be one of those pops that just does not look like a Funko Pop even remotely. But yeah, guys, this set's looking fun. We have 4 returning characters and 3 new characters. In that Blaze Pet Pig, I'm assuming might end up being a Funko Shop exclusive, so stay tuned. Though we should be seeing this full set drop for pre-order next week. Next up for my BioShock fans, the latest LE drop is happening on April 24th, this Friday at 9 a.m. PT. This will be masked splicer here. This is a 9,500 piece pop and will not require any fan rewards points, entry, lottery, anything of the sort. You can order up to 2 and it will be open to the public. Horror fans, we do have an upcoming Art the Clown drop over at Gemini Collectibles here. It does say coming soon, no exact drop date just yet. Might be next week though. Now, we actually already know what this is going to end up being.
Yes, another art, the Funko Pop. I need to add that in one of my collection again.
Based off the outline, yes, it's Art the Clown. It's going to be the one with the candy bowl head, but it should be a glow-in-the-dark variation. We talked about this in a video not too long ago, that pop was getting a glow variation, so this should be what that is. Next up for Michael Jackson fans, we do have the new Bad Tour Funko Pop.
Oh, Michael Jackson. I feel like because the new Michael Jackson movie, they're gonna make Funko Pop of it.
Interesting enough, it does look metallic on the shirt, but it doesn't have the metallic like icon on the box, so maybe it isn't. This one should be dropping soon for pre-order, so stay tuned. Okay, so some quick Fun Days 2026 news here. We do actually know when the tickets are going to drop if you do plan to try to attend. Okay, so give me about a minute or two of your time here. So it says each customer may purchase 2 tickets per person, with each attendee receiving 1 box of fun per person. Tickets will go on sale starting Thursday, April 23rd, 2026, which is tomorrow. The event will be Fun Days Quest for the Grail with a theme of Atlantis, and the date will be July 24th, 2026.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account. When you're ready to...
Time is 5 p.m. Doors open, and the event does actually start at 7 p.m. at Petco Park, Gallagher Square. Now, a couple more details Funko posted today. Funko tickets will go on sale at 11 a.m. PST on 4/23. We'll post the link and access code here at 10 a.m. PST for access. Here's the nitty-gritty so you're all prepared. The queue will be randomized, but we recommend heading to the landing page before 11 a.m. PST so you don't miss when it goes live. It does state don't refresh the page. 10 a.m. PST ticket landing page will open via link with access code shared on social and the Funko blog. 11 a.m. PST tickets go on sale. Being in the queue does not guarantee a ticket. The waiting screen will flip to sold out when tickets are no longer available. So basically, be paying attention to Funko's socials at the time that we just talked about. Let me know in the comments below, are you planning to try to go to Fun Days this year? Will you be going after tickets? I don't think I'll be going. We're kind of trying to do some big moves this year, me and Bailey, me.
I'm not going either. Too much money. Because there are a lot of cons that are coming, so I need to save money for that.
Maybe buy a house and all that. So it's just, I don't know if a trip to like SDCC is in the ropes for us this year because we have so many other expenses coming up. We might even skip NYCC. So yeah, like going to Fun Days, SDCC, and all those other cons, it just might not be in the cards for us. But for anybody attending or trying to get tickets, good luck to you. I hope you have fun if you're able to go. Now, last few updates in today's video include new Funko Shop drops, lots of new things available. We do have the Alan the Alien Bloody from Invincible, definitely a pretty fun one. I know Alan's a very popular character, and there's a high chance that that one could go up in value like a lot of the Invincible Pops have, just because the show seems to drive a lot of hype around Funko merchandise specifically. So I recommend to grab it now if you do want it for your collection in case it goes up later. Okay, back to what's in stock. We do have the new Fairy Tale 100-year quest set, including that Natsu exclusive, Urza, the new Natsu.
For me, none of them. I'm not a big fan of Fairy Tale at all. I did want to watch one Fairy Tale movie, and that's it, because all my friends love Fairy Tale.
With Happy, Gray with the Chase Chance, Lucy, as well as Wendy. That new Wonders Club blind box set is also available at Funko, and the nostalgic Mickey Mouse. On the next page, we have the new Vegito Chalice Collectibles exclusive available over at Funko. If you order 6, you can actually get that guaranteed chase. There's a link down below if you guys want to grab anything we've gone over so far. The new Mousetrap Pop is available. Joseph.
I would get the Vegito one.
Joestar from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. League of Legends KDA set is available, as well as that new Marvel X-Men 97 set. Continuing on the next page, we do have the Silvermane Beck Yunho from Chalice Collectibles. Again, Order 6, you'll get that guaranteed chase. Flocked Shadow with Chow. The new horror Shelf Sitters with Pennywise and Art the Clown. Mara Jade from Star Wars Legends.
Ooh, I didn't get that Art the Clown. Maybe, yeah, Art the Clown and Pennywise are.
Legends, as well as that new Giselle and Queen Narissa, Martha Stewart, and the I Show Speed Funko Pop. So again, check out the link down below to the Funko shop if you need anything new to add to your collection. That catches you up on everything new from Funko over the last few days. Make sure to let me know in the comments below what you're most excited for and what you picked up. As always, if you did enjoy this video, hit the like button down below and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome patrons.
So, what do you think? All the brand new Funko Pop are coming. Will you going to pick up some of it? You know me. I need to get the Art the Clown Funko Pop, part of my Terrifier collection, and many more. Are you going to get the actual Speed Funko Pop? Or any of them? Let me know in the comment. Like, share. See you in the next video. Peace. All right. Next, talk about where else I'm looking for. Oh yeah. I remember. I'm looking for. Need to find it. I have it somewhere. The news. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I need to find it. I need to find it. We're taking a commercial break, but I will find it. So, how everybody doing so far today? This lovely Thursday. I'm doing really good so far. Working on some. Well, I have a month to finish school till I graduate, and I already talked to one of my professors that I need to turn in my paper by next week. It's not like a final one, but it's like a rough draft. If I like the grade, like a sample, if I get like a B, I can keep the B, or or to fix it, I can go up more grade, like an A if I want to. But that's the last time my professor talked to me, so I'm gonna do it like the whole month, and I have to write like 12 pages, including your cover page and your reference. So basically, I had to write like 9 page. That's it. I had to write 9 page only. So I'm lucky. The other professor will not count that. So where is my, yeah, so that's it. So I found it. Sorry guys. Yep. And also I find another another wrestler, content creator named Ango. I've been watching him about like 4 years ago. Before I didn't know Arrow make wrestling content, but he great and he do like more full time than Angle. Not Angle, than Arrow. Commercial break right now, but not commercial, but ad. So let's go for what Angle had to say. So Angle is a great wrestling content creator. I've been watching his channel lately, the past 4 years. Great wrestling news. Great. He have his own opinion about wrestling, and for use, he's gonna So a huge WWE announcement, more main roster call up, and more WWE news. And for use, so for use for Angle, let's go for it. What Angle had to say about huge WWE news. Don't talk Arrow. I'm cheating with him with Angle.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we got to talk about a variety of big news. WWE made a huge announcement today. Also, in addition to that, we're going to talk about another NXT call up, another person who is expected to stay in NXT, and so much more. If you guys want more videos like this, don't forget to click that subscribe button. So first things first, I would like to kick things off with Joe Hendry. As you guys know, WWE had revealed that.
So people don't know who's Joe Hendry. Say his name and he's up here. I believe in Joe Hendry. So what's going on with him? Let's find out.
Joe Hendry will be on WWE Raw next week for a concert. Well, it turns out that that's actually going to be his official main roster call up. Numerous reports.
So John Hendry will be next week on Monday Night Raw. He's gonna do a concert, so he's gonna debut. So yeah, so he's gonna be in the main roster now.
Reports have come out about the future of Joe Hendry, and quite honestly, I am a little bit puzzled here, but we do got to talk about it because he is set for a full-time move with a plan to be in the upper mid card. Now, this came from WrestleVotes Radio on Fightful Select, and they confirmed that Joe Hendry is making his full-time push, full-time call-up to WWE Raw. He is scheduled to perform a concert on next week's episode, which is going to serve as his introduction to the brand, while he is also finishing up in NXT. There is a chance that he could pop up in NXT if needed. Now, with that being said, there was a long-standing rumor that Joe Hendry would be on SmackDown. We all saw that segment with The Miz. However, WWE officials have pushed.
So basically, a lot of people think that Joe Hendry that you can go to Friday Night SmackDown because of with him and the Miz going on lately, but not. So he's going to be on Monday Night Raw.
The creative team to make plans for him on Raw. Now, with that being said, what WrestleVotes claimed was pretty interesting. He's going to make his home on Monday Night Raw, but what is the ceiling for him? A lot of people have been pushing for him to get to Raw. Obviously, that's a very big deal. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how I feel about this, but I want to continue further. They have already seen him capture the NXT championship. I don't expect him to win any major championships on the main roster of the World or WWE Championship. So there's definitely a ceiling at that level. Could I see him win a U.S. title or an Intercontinental title? I think you could. I kind of see him in a similar.
I feel like he can win an Intercontinental Champion or a United States Champion, but he needs to build his level up to the higher state. Because you got Roman, you got CM Punk, you got Seth Rollins, and many more high talents. So he's going to be a mid-card.
Situation as LA Knight, where he's a guy a lot of people are going to clamor for, but is not getting the opportunities that he should. I'm sure you're going to get a few of those concerts as we see coming up on Raw this upcoming Monday night. We'll have a concert from Joe Hendry as his entrance is his debut on WWE Raw.
Sea Dance 2.0 is now on Artlist, and you can get precisely what you want.
I'll take a robbery with a fight.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not a fan of this. I'm sorry. I think I've made it kind of clear on this channel. As of late, I'm just not a big fan of Joe Hendry. And Joe Hendry is talented, great performer. I just don't see. I just don't see it. I think his character needs a huge shift. I think meme culture, it only works a little bit. That's honestly how I feel. I feel like Danhausen, it works. Our truth works, you know. But I think you got to be careful with the meme.
No, I feel like he was saying that he don't believe in Joe Hendry. It's his opinion. But look at R-Truth is good, and also he's part comedy. Danhausen used to be he wrestled, but he's more into comedy stuff. But I don't see Joe Hendry as a comedy guy. He's like upper wrestler than Danhausen, in my opinion.
Meme culture, and I think Joe Hendry is a walking meme. And I mean this respectfully, but I just think Joe Hendry is one of those guys who is good at what he does, but everything has a shelf life. And if you want to know why Joe Hendry didn't get the John Cena match and John Cena's retirement tour, it's because Joe Hendry isn't taken as a serious athlete in that regard. And I know that's kind of like the cold hard truth, but it is. You know, John Cena fighting.
I feel like, yeah, like a lot of people saying that he's not that serious. Look at what happened to current Killer Croc in WWE. He was good in NXT when Vince McMahon was there. You had to work the glider and the helmet thing with no Scarlet by his side. But they're really good wrestlers if WWE give them a chance. But lately WWE don't give them a chance, in my opinion.
Joe Hendry would have done what? You know what I'm saying? It's not like, I understand Joe Hendry's popular, but I think there's a difference between being popular and then being very credible. And I say this respectfully. I just don't think Joe Hendry has a character that is credible. I think it has a very, very, very big limit. And I think Joe Hendry does have the potential to change his character, but to see him do something much more serious, you know, it could be kind of detrimental to him. So it is what it is, man. We'll see what happens. Obviously, I'll keep you guys updated, but it is important to mention. And obviously, because we can't predict anything, plans could change. But I do think WWE will do 2 nights of WrestleMania 43.
So for next year, WrestleMania going to be Saudi Arabia. Yeah, a lot of people going to go from the United States to Saudi Arabia. Early, no. And I feel like our country, like, you know, European, the Netherlands, O'Reilly's other side of the world can go to WrestleMania first time experience, but what's going on in the war, Israel and many more.
In Saudi Arabia. Now, the real question would be, how will tourism look? Because obviously, with WrestleMania weekend in America, we know that WrestleCon exists. We know that all these other indie shows exist. Is there a possibility we could even see anything remotely like that with WrestleMania taking place in Saudi Arabia? There is a lot of questions, a lot of things that people don't really have the answers to, but it will be interesting to see what happens. I know Nikki Bella and Brie Bella were talking on their podcast, and Nikki Bella was basically saying that WrestleMania in Vegas would have been her last WrestleMania where her friends and family and people locally.
Look, like Saudi Arabia have a lot of money, but people think about other wrestlers, think about their safety going over there. Plus, if WWE switches, other company will make more money during WrestleMania week, like Ring of Honor, other WrestleCon. Because think about it. Oh, to travel to other state or other country costs more money. The hotel, food. Then you have to wear like their outfit because you don't let women. So it's gonna like women cannot wear two-piece, wrestle, or short skin compared to the United States. So I feel like it's WWE. Let WWE do their own part and do the other company stay in the United States and WrestleCon too, because it's separate from WWE. So I'd rather do separate it compared to everybody going over there to Saudi Arabia, in my opinion.
Could come and watch. So they obviously don't have the expectation that it could happen in Saudi Arabia. So that is something to kind of mention. But I think WWE is going to go where money talks the most. And I think Saudi Arabia and WWE's partnership obviously pays WWE a lot of money. And for TKO, every dollar counts. So we'll see. We'll see how WWE can even monetize it. They're setting all these records and WWE World and all of these different things. What is that going to look like in Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania 43? But the reason why I even bring this up is because WWE made a huge announcement, and it sounds like WWE will continue working with Saudi Arabia. Now, that brings us to Ricky Saints. Ladies and gentlemen, the situation with Ricky Saints is actually very, very interesting. Because
now, talking about Ricky Saints, like Ricky Starr. Anyway, let's continue. What's his situation going on right now?
Because we just talked about Joe Hendry getting called up to the main roster, but it sounds like there is a chance that Ricky Saints may not be called up to the main roster. I thought this was a very, very interesting report. However, I could see this actually going down the way it is. Now, for those who don't know, according to a report from bodyslam.net, WWE has already discussed the possibility of calling up Ricky Saints to the main roster. However, we all thought that would be the case. We all thought, okay, Ricky Saints goes to SmackDown, Ethan Page goes to Raw. It kind of makes sense. However, the situation that's unfolding could be a little bit of an issue for WWE because according to a report, another source has indicated that the CW network would prefer to keep at least one experienced and
so basically like keep him experienced wrestler. Plus also, who's your top star for NXT so far? Because Ethan Page leaving. Joe Hendry is leaving. Obafemi left already. Like, all the top star left already. You got Ricky Starr left. And I feel that I would keep Ricky Starr like one more year. or till SummerSlam in NXT. To build more character to other NXT stars, in my opinion.
Established male star on the NXT show for now. That request comes after all of these call-ups have been made. So the network, obviously the CW, you got to keep in mind they just lost Javon Evans, Trick Williams, Obafemi, Ethan Page.
With Base 44, a simple sentence becomes your website.
Joe Hendry. All they really have at the main event scene would be Tony D'Angelo and Ricky Saints. Is Ricky Saints going to be in a situation where he does not get called up because the CW network needs him? That's a tough battle for the WWE, quite honestly. And if I were the WWE, I know you got to make your TV networks happy. You got to make your partners happy. But I don't know if Ricky should be in NXT anymore. And I think to circumvent that, you obviously have the upcoming debut of Evil in Hiromu Takahashi. And maybe you start pleading with the CW networks and saying, guys, we're bringing in some free agents from elsewhere. Everything is going to be okay. I don't know. I don't know if that's something that could be done. I don't know how the CW feels about it. But there is a chance that we may not see Ricky Saints on SmackDown. So just keep that in mind, because things will definitely 1,000,000% get interesting here. But Ricky is too good to be on NXT. And I don't think there's anything left for Ricky to do at NXT. So it is appropriate for him to be called up. This is just the nature of the beast. This is the problem that NXT will always have when you do a call-up system. If you keep somebody down there too long, it is very obvious and it rubs people the wrong way. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, and that's going to bring us to WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia. I know we just got over WrestleMania in Vegas, but trust me when I tell you guys, this is absolutely big news. Things could very well change. Obviously, this is a wait and see type of thing. But as of right now, WWE is still on track for bringing WrestleMania 43 to Saudi Arabia. And a target date is starting to become rumored. So there's a lot of rumors. It could be in early April, that sort of thing. But what gets really interesting is, according to WrestleVotes Radio on Fightful Select, the backstage expectation within WWE is that WrestleMania 43 will take place in Saudi Arabia as previously planned. Now, a targeted date of March 27th has emerged, which would serve as the final weekend in Riyadh season. Now, that is a very, 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 very big deal, because Riyadh season is very important to Saudi Arabia, and this is where a lot of events go down. They have a festival and things of that nature. Also, the weekend of April 10th is also being considered as a potential alternative. Now, I do know that early April, the Masters golf tournament or whatever is taking place as well. I don't foresee WWE wanting to compete head-to-head with that, as that is also very popular. Now, with that being said, Fightful Select had previously reported that the Shift, WWE would potentially consider doing only one night of WrestleMania next year. However, Sean Ross Sapp reported that ESPN executives have expressed a preference for the two-night format to continue. WWE obviously is going to do what makes ESPN happy. ESPN is, it's been said that ESPN was very happy.
So rumors going on, Saudi Arabia, WrestleMania 43, that there's a lot of events going on in Saudi Arabia, and, the money talk, ESPN have a contract with WWE, TKO will make them happy. Said one night, they want to still continue doing 2 night of WrestleMania over there. Then, yeah.
With what WrestleMania did for the ESPN service and their app. Obviously, if you're doing a 2-night show or whatever it may be, you get to double the revenues and things of that nature. I think for WWE, this will be the first time that they're doing an international WrestleMania, which kind of makes it harder for WrestleMania weekend and obviously tourism. So we'll see how WWE kind of maneuvers around that. But I think the big talking point right now is the conflict that is happening in the Middle East and whether or not WWE can safely run the event. in Saudi Arabia. As of right now, WWE executives, and it seems like pretty much everybody is claiming that it's not a concern. So there is a very good chance that it will proceed as.
If I go into WrestleMania for the free at Saudi Arabia, no. It's a lot of money. I'm scared. Are you going to Saudi Arabia, Arrow? Take Mrs. Arrow to Saudi Arabia. Answer that question.
Normal. But with that being said, I think you just have to use a little bit of common sense here. Nobody knows what the future holds. We didn't know what the future was going to be in 2020, right? And we saw how WWE had to change WrestleMania plans last minute. So that is a possibility. Anything could happen. Anything could go down. And if that's the case, it is what it is. All right, guys. So look no further. WWE has just revealed Night of Champions is official. Now, the date and the venue have been officially revealed.
So WWE announced Night of Champion. We're going to be at.
WWE has announced that Night of Champions will take place on Saturday, June 27th, 2026 at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The announcement was up.
Oh, no, Saudi Arabia event? That means you better wake up early.
We made through all of WWE's regional social channels. In addition to that, though, WWE will continue working with them despite the conflict that is happening in the Middle East. Now, with that being said, WWE obviously has it locked down for a new date. They have all of this happening. They have everything being planned, the logistics and everything like that. It's there. And I think for WWE right now, what it's really coming down to is things could change, right? Again, we don't know what to predict. WrestleMania 43 is a year away. However, it is only April 23rd at the time of this recording. So technically speaking, even Night of Champions could be changed if WWE has to make the change. Now, the real question will be whether or not WWE continues with the Night of Champions kind of being like a champion versus champion thing. Are we going to get Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes? Like, what's going to be the plan there? Who knows what WWE's plans are moving forward. But obviously, with WWE making this huge announcement, I think it reveals a lot about what WWE's plans are and how WWE continues to operate despite all of the things that are happening in the world currently. So with that being said, WWE bringing Night of Champions to Saudi Arabia shouldn't be a shock. However, it should be a very big deal considering.
Man, Saudi Arabia getting all the pay-per-view this year before their contract is over with them.
In all that is taking place around the world. And I think if WWE can do Night of Champions without any issue, without any concern, without any of that, I think WWE will continue doing what they're supposed to be doing. And that's just kind of how it's going to be, right? I think at the end of the day, people are going to be outspoken about it, but I think WWE has done a really, really solid job with their partnerships. And WWE continues to make their partners happy. And I think Saudi Arabia is very happy with WWE. I think their fan base obviously very much loves WWE. If they're able to do it safely, I think people are going to be okay of that. At the end of the day, it is what it is. We can't really control the conflict that is taking place overseas. And hopefully the faster it ends, the sooner it is. The better it is for everybody. So WWE is saying, listen, we're going to do WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia, but we're going to continue, even though that's a year away, we're still going to continue working over there and bringing the shows over there. And I think that's what WWE is going to do. Nick Khan and everybody's been very vocal about it, and they don't really plan on changing their tune. And it is what it is. So we'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Angle Show. Thank you all for watching.
So, what do you think about the Angle Show? Talking about wrestling content, and also how WrestleMania on Saudi Arabia, Joe Hendry going to Monday Night Raw next week. Ricky Starks staying in NXT. And Saudi Arabia getting Night of Champion. What's your guys' opinion about all that and the WWE and around the world going on? Like, comment, share. See you in the next video. Peace. Everyone say recipe to Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry, he's not here. He did not appear. I call his name. Spanish. Oh yeah, let you guys know that about my area, that Mucha Libre, and they're gonna have La Parca and Saco Clown in my area. Another another Mucha Libre event every month or a couple months. So I might go. It's during in June. So school is over. I'm gonna go to that. So yeah, I look at it because I follow Lucha Libre in my Instagram. So yeah, so I'm gonna drop the link if you guys want to come up. So yeah, how much bachelor art? Well, oh yeah, I forgot to see one more thing. No wonder I forgot. I think I've seen it somewhere. Oh, remember, I need to find it later on. But anyways, Sorry guys, I'm back. Yeah, so sorry Jeff, fuck you. But I'm gonna make a PSA part tomorrow morning. You're gonna be in it. Anyways. Well, if like, share, comment, and remember, like the stream. See you on the next live stream. And yeah, let me close up this song, and it's over. But I will stream the next Scream 4 and more wrestling content. So yeah.
The night's alive again, feel it under my skin. Yeah, yeah. Something in the dark is calling out my name. Every time the sun goes down, I feel the change. Heartbeat racing like a fire in my veins. Every moment turning pages in the flames. Electric in the air, I feel the tension rise. City lights reflecting deep inside your eyes. Lost between the shadows and the skyline glow. This is where the broken hearts ignite the show. I feel the energy burning inside of me. We're gonna set this free tonight. Let's light it up tonight, like a meteor burning through the sky. Won't fade into the night. We're diamonds in the dark, we're gonna shine. Light it up tonight. Let the fire in our souls collide. We won't fall without a fight. So light it up tonight. Yeah, 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 yeah. So light it up tonight. Yeah, 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 yeah. Turn the lights low, feel the bass in your chest. Every doubt in my head getting laid to rest. We were stuck in the shadows, living half alive. Now we're breaking through the dark just to finally rise. See the sparks in the sky like a signal flare. Every voice in the crowd saying we're still here. Every scar, every loss, turn the spark to a flame. Now the whole world's burning when they scream our name. We were lost in the noise, trying just to survive. Now the sound of the night makes the moment ignite. So we strike like lightning when the beat drops down. Turn the fear into fire when the world shuts down. The energy breaking the chains in me. We're gonna set this free tonight. Let's light it up tonight, like a meteor burning through the sky. We won't fade into the night. We're diamonds in the dark, we're gonna shine. Light it up tonight. Let the fire in our souls collide. We won't fall without a fight. So light it up tonight. Your eyes shining through the night. Your voice pulling me to the light. My head keeps spinning, the world keeps shifting. But we won't disappear. Let's light it up tonight, like 1,000 stars across the sky. We won't fade into the night. We're burning brighter every time. Light it up tonight. Let the darkness finally Yeah.